Hey loves, welcome back to Cardinal Fire Tarot and to another weekly All Signs Energy Check-In. This video is for the week of September 10th through September 16th, and we'll be doing all signs, and they're linked below, so if you want to skip ahead to your sign, feel free. Let's go ahead and get started, and let's do water signs first today. So, Cancer. Your oracle card, Cancer, is Call of the Muse. Let's go ahead and get some tarot with it too. I just posted a video about this over on my Instagram on Friday, but already this card is giving me such big, main character energy, you know? Like, you are the muse. You are the attention. Where the attention is, you know? Let's go ahead. I'm going to shuffle one more time, then we'll get the tarot. Alright, so we have the Ace of Swords, the Magician, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, Cancer, wow, and the High Priestess. Oh my gosh. That's 4 major arcana right there. Okay. Starting this reading out strong. Let's see. It's like you just recognizing how important you are, or how worthy you are, or how, how others are attracted to you. It's like new information coming in, but all of these are just like, yeah, I'm it. I'm the main character. This life, my life, revolves around me, and it's beautiful, beautiful energy coming through. Because in making that shift in your perspective, your manifestations are going to come through. You're going to end outgrown cycles. You're going to have good luck. And you're going to become more in tune with your intuition. Everything good under the sun is going to come with realizing that you are the muse. You are worthy of the attention. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. That is phenomenal. I love that we're starting this reading off, this video off with that reading, because that was amazing. All right. Scorpio. Your oracle card is a deep breath. Let's go ahead and get some tarot with it. There's a very healing energy that's already coming through with this card, just in the lightness of colors, you know, in the white and the light blue and the grays. It feels like very healing. Like crown chakra, maybe. We'll get more when we get the tarot, but already it's like, which the card's a deep breath, so there you go. Scorpio. Scorpio, we have the Hierophant, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune. Everybody's getting major arcanas. Oh my gosh. The King of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. It's like you're on this healing journey, Scorpio, but you can't see the progress. We've got the Hermit coming through with the Hierophant, which to me, that's just like top tier healing, you know? You've got two very inward focused energy cards here. That's a lot of introspection, a lot of working on oneself and analyzing one's thoughts. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune with the King of Pentacles, which is like, I mean, that's stability right there. But then the Eight of Swords comes through. And I like how, if you can see, the Eight of Swords there is a white horse. And I was just talking about the white in this card. So it's like you can't see how much healing you're doing because you're blindfolded, because you're too close to the situation. But you are. You are. In every deep breath you take, you're inching closer and closer and closer further into your healing journey. So it may seem hard right now, Scorpio, but you are making progress. All right, let's do Pisces. So your oracle card, Pisces, is It Is What It Is. Let's go and get some tarot with it. Already though, just looking at the oracle card, if you can see there, it looks like a closed door. Like pretty heavy duty. You're not gonna be able to kick that one in. So it's giving me like planting or blooming where you're planted, growing where you're planted. I don't know what that expression is, but you know what I mean. Like making the most out of where you are right now, because it is what it is. Like this is your life. This is where you're at, and you could wallow in self-pity, or you could make the most of it. All right. All right, Pisces, we have the Star, the Three of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Ooh. Okay, what we got going on here? Yeah, so you're in a very uncomfortable space right now. I mean, Ten of Swords, Five of Wands, Three of Swords. That's rough energy. But you've got the Star and the Three of Cups coming through, which is like you're on the right path. You are heading into a place of celebration. You know, when you hit that goal or that wish or desire or whatever, once you manifest it and it comes through, then you're going to be celebrating. But in the meantime, we've got this really, it's like a lot of conflict in this energy going on. And it seems like that may be what's holding you back from this, is that you need to find peace within the storms. Find some calm. You know? Life is what it is right now, and it may not be ideal, but you can do the best you can with what you have, you know? And once you learn to do that and step into this growth mindset and the willingness for evolution, that's when what you want will come through. So, practice some acceptance this week, Pisces. That's what I have for you. Okay, that was water signs. Let's do air signs. So, Gemini. Is the Royal You. Let's go ahead and get some tarot with it. Let's see, we have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, the Ten of Wands, and the Five of Swords. It's as if you've been having to like fight tooth and nail for something. I mean, the Ten of Wands is a card of just absolute burden and exhaustion and just weight of the world on your shoulders. And then the Five of Swords, that's like win at all cost, right? That's like constant battle. And in the picture, you've got the cat and the mouse going at it, very Tom and Jerry style. Which, Tom and Jerry, the thing about that show is they don't ever stop. There's never a solution. There's never the end. It's a continuous, non-stop cat and mouse game. And so it looks like you've been stuck in this cycle for a very long time. And you're finally getting to step into this moment of feminine energy. And even if you're a male, here's what I mean. Masculine energy is very outward projecting, right? It's very doing stuff. It's very extroverted. Feminine energy is more within. It's more, emotions, thoughts, feelings, self-care, stuff like that. So you're getting to step into a chapter where your needs are getting met and you're not having to fight to accomplish them. And you're getting to focus on so much self-care, almost to the point of like absolutely splurging and spoiling yourself. I mean, you've got Royal You with two queens, and both those queens are just sitting on their throne like, life is good, I have no worries, I don't know what you peasants are doing, but I'm great. And so it's like, enjoy it. Gemini, soak it in, because based off these, you've needed, you've been longing for this for a while now. So don't be afraid to just relax and breathe it in. Okay, that's what I have for you. Now, Libra. Libra, your card is Tender Embrace. Alrighty, so for me, and a lot of people, I think, elephants often symbolize wisdom and balance, and so to put elephants as the artwork of this card, it makes me think of a very deep connection, like soul tied kind of connection going on, but we'll see. Libra, we have the Empress, Temperance, Two of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. It's like you're at a crossroads about whether to throw yourself into this new incoming relationship or whether to not, but it's such surface level illusion thinking, because there is no option here with what you're feeling. So you've got this Two of Swords with the Six of Swords, which is like that rabbit's like sitting on her suitcase, like, do I go? Do I stay? What do I do with my life? But Tender Embrace, Temperance, Empress, Knight of Cups. You can't fool me, Libra. You can't. Because you can be projecting exteriorly that that you're at a crossroads and having to make a decision, but your heart's already decided. You might take your brain some time to catch up, but your heart and your soul and your higher self and your intuition has already decided. Whoever this person is coming into your life, or who has recently come into your life, yeah, go for it. Okay, that's what I have for you, Libra. Now, Aquarius. Alright, Aquarius. Your oracle card is Waking the Lion. cards, we have the King of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, Strength, and the Ace of Pentacles. There's a need for you to veer from the beaten path. In the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, the Strength card is a woman holding a lion, right? She's holding him by the mouth, like she has conquered this lion. And then in this deck, which I actually just bought today, it's a brand new deck, Curious Creatures, I believe. Curious Creatures Tarot. The animal depicted there seems kind of meek, but you want to know why it is on the Strength card? Because it's the black sheep. Well, there you go. For dramatic effect, I decided to throw the card. But it's the black sheep, you know? It's the one that has gone out on their own and figured it out and did not follow standard expectations. And you're going to make some mistakes along the way because it's new, uncharted territory, right? And so there's going to be some fumbles, but there's also going to be some successes too. So it's like you're playing the long game, Aquarius. You're playing the long game. See that grass path? You're right here at the start, and you're going to make it all the way to the end. But you're making the right call. Don't talk yourself out of it. Whatever it is that you need to go off and do differently than what is expected, what is traditional, what is, wanted by others, go do it. Because eventually it's going to lead to happiness and success, even if there are some setbacks along the way. So that's what I have for you. Let me go get that card that flew across the room. Alright, so that was all the air signs. Let's do fire signs next. So Aries. Flipped over, and it says healing the heart. I'm drawn to the fact that this angel is naked in the card. So there's a level of vulnerability that's coming through with this card. Because that would put that angel in its most vulnerable state, right? So already I'm drawn to that. Alright, let's see what we got. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Strength, the Nine of Pentacles, 8 to the 9, I like that, Knight of Wands, okay, that's Aries energy coming through, and 5 of Wands. You haven't felt like yourself lately, is what it looks like. It looks like there's really been a disconnect between your thoughts and your mind and your actions and your soul and your intuition and your heart and your higher self. There's been an extreme disconnect between the two, which is going to make life like swimming upstream. You know what I mean? You're making it harder than it needs to be. It's going to be a struggle every step of the way because you're blocking out and ignoring your inner compass, which is there to lead the way. But you're coming back, Aries. You're coming back. The Eight of Pentacles is the willingness to step into something without knowing all there is to know about it. It's the card of the apprentice, you know? It's the willingness to move towards something and know that you are a beginner and you don't know what you're doing. But you've got that match with the Nine of Pentacles, so that's progress. Eight of Pentacles is like, okay, I gotta start somewhere. And the Nine of Pentacles is like, look at me, I'm doing it. Plus you've got the Knight of Wands, which is fire energy coming through, which is your energy, Aries. And Knights for me are always movement, which means your flame has been lit again. You're starting to feel that passionate energy and strength because you've had to work through whatever it was that hurt your heart so much that you disconnected from it. That's not an easy task to do now, is it? So, you may just be in the beginning steps, but you're moving in the right direction, Aries. You're connecting with your soul again. That's what I have for you. Now, Leo. This one that fell onto my lap. It says great and full. It looks like it's wine that's coming out of the goblet there, which makes me think of, you know, like old-timey royalty and abundance and kings and queens, and you know, they're the ones that got to drink wine with every meal. So I definitely think already there is some abundance coming for you, Leo. We'll figure out exactly what here in a second. Seven of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Hierophant. Great and full. It's a perspective thing, Leo. So, I didn't catch this immediately when I drew this card, but great and full, grateful. It's having gratitude for what you have in this moment, and it looks like you're a little blinded to all the blessings and abundance that is already in your life. But be mindful of that. Because if you take it for granted, you're going to find yourself in a position where you're going to have to defend it and fight for it. Because you won't be a vibrational match to it if you are always bitter and ungrateful and just bleh. So it is abundance, but it's abundance that's already here. It's more of a mind shift for you. Like, there is a past version of yourself who would kill to be in your shoes right now, who would be so proud of you. And it could have to do with your career. It doesn't have to, but it has something involving some other people, but not like close, like your family. I'm thinking more like a friend group, co-workers, some group like that. Like, for example, and I'm not saying this is for every single one of you, this is just what comes to mind. It's like you could have an amazing job where you work 9 to 5, weekdays, hella good benefits, just like the dream job. And you've got that one coworker that drives you insane, and you fantasize, punching them in the face on a daily basis. It's that kind of energy. It's like you've got these people surrounding you who aren't super close to you, but like, why would you let that one coworker taint your entire view of that job when that job checks all the boxes? But you got that one coworker, that one person that you're allowing to fuck up the whole thing, which is on you. That's your perspective, right? So that's the shift in perspective we're talking about. And again, I'm not saying that's your scenario at all. That's just an example. All right. So that was Leo, right? Yeah. Let's do Sagittarius now. They all wanted to fly out. So yours is the Royal You, and I believe Gemini just had this card, so could be of importance, could not be. I'm second guessing myself. I think it was Gemini. Yeah, it was Gemini. Okay. Let's see what we got. We have Justice, the Ten of Cups, the Star. Ooh, you got an extra card. Seven of Cups with the Six of Cups. And the Nine of Wands. I'm sorry, I got distracted. But that is just gorgeous artwork there on the Six of Cups. How that, like, more matured elephant is staring in the photo at the younger elephant. Like, beautiful symbolism. I just got this deck today, so it's new to me, so I'm still, just checking it out and getting a feel for it. It looks like looks like you're in a really good place in your life right now, Sagittarius. Like, it really does. You've got balance going on. You've got emotional fulfillment. You've got, purpose. You have manifestation. The only thing that could even remotely be negative is just, and it's not even negative. It's not. But I'm drawn to the fact that this cougar, I think it's a cougar, this cougar's outfit is the same colors as this card. And the Nine of Wands is the card of the wounded warrior, of defending yourself. Kind of like the Seven of Wands, especially with how this deck depicts the Nine of Wands. But there's a little bit difference in that the Nine of Wands has already experienced hurt. And that's why they're defensive, So, I think this is simply a warning to maintain what you already have, because it's beautiful and it's full of joy and happiness, and to protect it. And that doesn't mean necessarily physically protect it. It could, I guess, but it's more like just be mindful of the energies that you allow into your life. Be mindful of people's intentions. Be mindful of just things like that. Just keep in mind how good things are going and be willing to make some choices to maintain it. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Okay, that was all the fire signs. So now earth signs. Taurus. Alright, Taurus, your card is It Is What It Is, and I believe Pisces also has this card. So, could be connecting to a Pisces, don't have to be. Could be some significance. How you and Pisces can draw the same card, but I'm focusing on something completely different for you than I was Pisces. For you, I'm drawn to those stars there in the background, and it's almost as if you will get there, but this is your path, You must first overcome this in order to get there, kind of vibe to me. Alright, you got an extra card. Let's see what we got. The Queen of Swords. The Star. What did I just say about the Star? So something to do with your journey, with your path, with your, trajectory, if you will. Okay, the Sun, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. This feels, Taurus, like you are stubbornly wanting to stay in your comfort zone. Which I have to, just giggle a little bit, because what a Taurus thing. You all are so fucking stubborn. And you're like, no, I am content here. I'm going to stay in my bubble, and I'm not popping it. And that's kind of like the energy that's coming through right now with this. Because you really do have phenomenal energy here. I mean, you've got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands with the Sun and the Star. This is great energy. But both of them are queens that are coming out. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. The queens imply feminine energy, which is more internal energy. It's like the emotions and the love and the intuition and the spirituality, whereas masculine energy is more outward projecting, like doing, accomplishing, conquering, that kind of thing. So it's a very, while it's good energy, there's not a whole lot of movement happening. And it looks like, despite the fact that you're in a pretty okay place, the universe is nudging you like, nope, take a step. And you're just like fighting it. But the Eight of Swords with the Seven of Cups, that is, you don't see that there could be that the grass could potentially be greener on the other side. Because you're like, I got it pretty good right here. I'm happy. I don't need to go anywhere. But that would be a very boring life if you didn't have anywhere to grow, anything to change. If you were just going to stay exactly where you're at for the rest of forever. It's not really realistic. So, if there is something that you feel called to this week, Taurus, I would definitely take some action and go for it, because you can't stay still forever. All right, let's do Virgo. Both of them. Alright, Virgo, we have the Oracle's gift and quieting the mind. I say this all the time in my readings, but this is just a beautiful example of you have to silence your thoughts in order to hear your soul. You have to get past the incessant stream of thoughts in your mind and embrace stillness in order to connect with your higher self. Let's go ahead and get some tarot out and see what this means. Alright, so we have the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Star. It's like quieting your mind and having space space that you can't distract yourself can be wildly intimidating, right? Because all the day-to-day activities that we do are great fillers, so we don't have to look at our own shit. And it's interesting because my mom and I were just talking on the phone tonight about how she is struggling with some grief right now. And throughout the week while she was working, she seemed like, oh, I got this, I'm good. And then as soon as the weekend hit, then she had the space to feel. And so it all came flooding in. And that's kind of like the feeling here is you don't want to quiet your mind because you're scared of what's going to come out, which is fair, Virgo. It really is. Because most of us have quite a bit that requires unpacking. Most of us walk around with a lot of buried emotions And as soon as we stop is when we have to see them. But you are so capable of it. Because look, Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Star. Like, this, whatever it is that you need to face within your own mind, it's a game changer. Because you have the Queen of Cups, which is just like absolutely emotionally available, open, mature, loving. You got the Ten of Cups, that's just happiness, that's fulfillment, that's everything good. And then the Star, which is like you aligning with who it is you're supposed to be. So, I know you're scared, but you can handle it. You are strong enough to face your demons and come out on the other side stronger than you were before. So, that's what I have for you, Virgo. And last but not least is Capricorn. Capricorn, your oracle card is Broken Open. I'm drawn to the fact that this woman that's depicted in the card is sitting in a lotus flower. Lotus flowers are used in Buddhism, like all the time. Very, very, very popular symbolism with Buddhism and spirituality in general, because the lotus flower blooms in mud, right? So it's representative of the beauty within the shit, or, you know, resiliency, coming out the other side beautiful despite what you had to go through. So let's go ahead and get some tarot out and see what else we can get. So you got the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Okay, this is a lot to unpack. Congratulations, Capricorn. Because just like I was saying before about the lotus flower representing resiliency and coming out on the other side better and stronger and beautiful, that's where you're at right now. Like, you've been through some shit here recently. We've got the Three of Swords with the Five of Cups. That is grief and loss and heartache and pain and just a lot of sharp, painful energy. But then you have the Queen of Swords with the Six of Swords, which is like, you know what? I'm putting on my brave face. I'm not going to keep going in this cycle of self-pity, and I'm going to move forward. And in moving forward, you have new beginnings. Two aces came through, you know? So it's like this week looks like you're in the part of this transition where you're finally like, okay, let me step out, you know? You've broken open, you've gone through the pain, you've already dealt with all of that, And now it's time to dust yourself off, pick yourself up, and figure out where you're heading. And you're coming out of where you just were with all this pain and suffering better. Because you now have learned these lessons and get to apply them to the future, which in turn is going to help you upgrade and level up, right? So, keep in mind, you're a badass, Capricorn. You can get through this. Not only can you get through this, but you can come out on the other side better, and it looks like you're going to. So, that is what I have for all the signs. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. I appreciate each and every one of my supporters and followers. And tune in later this week. I'm going to be posting some oracle shorts for all the signs here on YouTube, and then of course over on Instagram at Cardinal Fire Tarot. I post daily over there with readings and quotes and stuff like that. And if you are interested in booking a private reading with me, the link will be down below in the description box. It is cardinalfiretarot.com. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.